kids and allergies. This is a really important one, everyone. So you probably are not a child, but if you have allergies, there may be a child associated with you. Could be a grandchild, could be your own child, or down the road you may have children of your own. And so I think it's really important to pause and consider the diseases that commonly happen with allergies and children. Seriously, y'all, I do a lot of joking around. It's fun being fast. But in all seriousness, though, we need to focus on children for a moment. Allergy and the pediatric population has been undertreated historically. And ironically enough, in America at least, we go straight to the OR and we start cutting on kids who really could be treated mostly for their allergies. Certainly, they should be considered a candidate for allergy before you do these surgical procedures. So let's explain. So first, let's just break down. These are the systems that are impacted by allergies with children. Their ears, their eustachian tubes, they get myringotomy tubes, they're getting surgery, they're going under anesthesia. Their nose and their throat, they're getting their adenoids removed, they're getting tonsils removed, they're going under general anesthesia. Digestive problems, oh my goodness, the poor parents suffering from a colicky child, or a child who's a picky eater, or they're failing to thrive, they're not growing well. Their eyes, well, that's pretty self-evident. Their eyes are itchy, drippy, they're rubbing their eyes all the time. Sometimes they get a little sty in their eye or whatnot. So that's a pretty self-evident one. And then the skin with rashes or hives or whatnot. So with the ears and myringotomy tubes, do you know putting a tube in the ear where they cut an opening in the tube in the ear and they put a little tube through there and they're using general anesthesia, they put a breathing tube down or a mask down. First of all, it's very expensive. For private insurance, it's around $4,000, $4,500 total. For Medicaid, Medicare government programs, it's around $1,800 to $2,000, varies. A lot of money. $2 billion to $2.8 billion a year on antibiotics and for other treatments for ears. But yet, we don't think about allergies. And I think we should treat for allergies before we start cutting on children. You get permanent scars when you put a tube in. You can have complications. General anesthesia has been proven to correlate with. So in a research study in 2018 in Sydney, Australia, at the University of Sydney, they found that they looked at 210,000 children. So this was a very big study. And unfortunately, they found that when children are exposed to general anesthesia, they have poor development, literacy, and numeracy scores. That means that they don't develop as well as they should. They just can't read and write as well as they should, and they struggle with mathematics. So you can see why it is that I get a little bit upset for a database that kids are going to get tubes placed that maybe could be avoided if we were to treat for allergies first. And they're getting their adenoids out and their tonsils out with that general anesthetic. So I just would advocate, if you have any loved ones who are children and someone saying they should have surgery, consider doing allergy testing first. It's safe, and then we can find a lot out. So there's that. Nasal congestion, pharyngitis, dripping down the back of the throat leads to kids getting their adenoids out. Oh, chronically coughing, you've got sinusitis, get your adenoids out. Maybe get allergy tested and get cured with Smart Care. Certainly it's less expensive and less risky. Number two, the tonsils, because things are draining down across the tonsils, causing them to be inflamed. Maybe cool them down. Put them on nasal steroids for several months and consider allergy testing. Ever hear of a colicky kid, a child who just doesn't want to eat? They're not growing well. They say failing to thrive. Well, what if they have a food allergy? I broke it down for you. Simply put, the three biggies are egg, milk, and peanut. The second tier are wheat, soy, and tree nuts. And then the third tier are shellfish and fish. So right there, your 8 most common food allergies. 5% of children 5 years old have a food allergy. So again, if we find out what they're allergic to and we can really minimize exposure, this could make a big difference for people. Well, let's end on something positive. How about? Many children will outgrow some of their food allergies, and therefore, if you get tested a little bit older, you could find out if you still have some of those allergies. Wouldn't it be great to know you're really not allergic to milk anymore, and you can have that ice cream or that latte? So with that, this is F.A.S.T, your friendly allergy severity tracker, signing off, and I hope this video was helpful. Take care.